Come on in. I'm excited. We had our first drawing.
If I can find my wings, find my wings. Impatiently, I want to fly today.
Thanks for sharing, everybody.
I hear a gentle voice inside me say that slow and steady steps
Will be my pace.
slow and steady steps will win this race. It will take some time, but the victory will be mine. Slow and steady, I'm gonna learn to fly. I'm starting to believe I only race with me. Only me. I can't give to someone else this journey for myself. It's for myself. Since my best is all I have, it is enough. I can see a ray of hope. I've got to trust that slow and steady steps
Will be my pace. Okay, that's enough of the music. That's enough. That's enough. Anyway, I'm excited. I had my first ever Tele-doctor's visit a while ago. Yeah, usually I just email my doctor, but this was a different doctor, and it went quite smoothly. I was really impressed. I put my phone on a stand. I could see her and she could see me. It was all good. So don't be afraid to do Tele-doctor conferences. That's good. So I told you I was going to talk about clutter that's lost its charm when I did the show this morning. And many years ago in North Carolina, we had a terrible hurricane hit us. And this was in 1998, I believe it was. But a terrible, terrible hurricane, Hurricane Floyd, hit North Carolina. And a friend of mine who had gone to visit in the summertime, Robert used to have to go to judges' conferences, and we went to a judges' conference down at Atlantic Beach. And I drove up to see her. She lived in Washington, North Carolina. And I went to see her, and it's a low, all of that coastal plain is low. And they got flooded with about 10 feet of water that took out their trailer that they lived in, their mama's home, the other mama's home, and they had a new triple wide that had been delivered that wasn't in their name yet. They hadn't closed on it, but they had delivered it. It took out 4 homes. 4 homes. And a bunch of us went down there to help her clean up. Now, in her clutter, she had tubs, 18-gallon Rubbermaid tubs full of Beanie Babies that she had collected that she was going to sell to put her kids through college. Well, guess what? The Beanie Babies were destroyed. They were up to their chest in their trailer in a flood. I mean, it was awful, 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 awful. And I helped clean out the mother-in-law's house at the back, and there was a dresser, and the drawers had swelled shut, and I had pried open a dresser, and it was full of handkerchiefs and doll clothes. And I showed them to my friend, and she says, I can't deal with them right now. So I brought them home with me, and I washed them and got them all ready. And she didn't really want them back, but a couple of years ago, she sent me a message. She said, do you still have any of those handkerchiefs that were in in grandma's house? And I said, yeah. And she said, could you send me one for my daughter's wedding? So I sent her two of them. And it was just a beautiful thing to know that I had saved them for her when she was ready for them. And I love giving handkerchiefs as mothers of the bride presents. I love it. And it was just so precious, so precious. But the one thing that was so sad is these tubs of wet Beanie Babies. You couldn't rescue them because they were full of sewage and hog lagoons, and just it was horrible. Well, they decided they wanted to have a Beanie Baby funeral. And so we had a Beanie Baby funeral. She had one tub of Beanie Babies left that did not get full of water. She had one tub left. And so we buried the rest of them. We buried the rest of them. So the things you think are precious aren't always precious. What's the Bible teach us? Don't store up gold and silver. Put your stores in heaven. Be ready for heaven. And that's all about your good deeds and loving Jesus and loving God and worshiping God. So folks, don't put your special things up. Moth and floods and everything's going to destroy. But when you put it in heaven, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So everybody, my friend Tammy's here. Hey Tammy. And wasn't the drawing so cute? We had a drawing last night. Liz videotaped it. If you hadn't watched it, look at this morning's email. It was first. Mikey and Gemma, they drew the name out, and it was Robert from Baltimore who won. And somebody hurt Liz's feelings a little bit by saying that it was rigged. Well, Liz wouldn't rig anything because she is a good Christian girl, and she knows that would be wrong. And God rigged it. We didn't rig it. But God took care of Robert. And isn't that precious? It was just precious. So I can't wait to send him a special surprise from us. Anyway, life is good. Life is good. Life is so good when you just allow the God breezes to take you and help you to do the things you need to do in your life. Get rid of your clutter so that moth and rust don't tear it apart. Or floods. Get rid of it. Let go of your clutter. Anyway, y'all, life is so wonderful. We just have to be ready for when the Lord does come back. I woke up this morning with a song in my heart. Soon and very soon, we will get to see the King. Just Google it and listen to somebody sing it. Wonderful. So we'll do another drawing next week. And this is fun. It's fun. So keep sharing. Sharing is says you care. We had 250 people share last week. Let's make it 300 this week. Yeah, make it 300. Every time you share, your name goes in. It's too much trouble to try to figure out if you've already shared before, but if you shared, your name goes in the pot again. And Liz is just finding that out. Liz is just finding that out. Anyway, folks, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Be ready for when the Lord comes back. Be ready for a storm. Be ready for Memorial Day weekend so that you can have a party and have fun. I mean, tomorrow it starts, y'all. Get your house in order. Do some crisis cleaning. Pull up my crisis cleaning video and get after it. Yeah, let's do it. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow morning, and we're going to celebrate the weekend. I think I'm going to cook some ribs. I've got some ribs in the freezer that need cooking. You know? I got some ribs that need cooking. And I'm going to make some baked beans and some potato salad. And we are going to party. Thanks for all the stars. I love you. Thank you for being here. And if you need a doctor, there's some good ones down in Houston. The Frontline Doctors. Yeah, check them out. Talk to you later. Bye.